there's no heart in today's music. All the stuff today is synthesizer. And you guys, even if the lyrics are simple, they always meant something. And I think that's part of the point that you make, I think, through your book is like, look, these songs all mean something to someone. This is not just no, it is. I mean, I think that's one of the key features of all this is that you guys, Taco, and I'm saying this because you're here, I mean it. You all could take very simple songs and then put life into them to make things happen. And like I said, that imagery of the song would stick with you into the summer. I just don't think we have that today in today's music. I just don't. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
I do agree with you because a lot of today's music is scientific, if anything else.
Yeah,
there are some outliers, but you'll find the same chords, the same that 5-3-5 millennial whoop. These songs didn't have any of that garbage.
That's why I love that Taco is recording again, because he's from the school where those things mattered.
Yeah.
Feeling in a song,
right?
Working on the
exactly.
Well, I always try to paint pictures, and in every song I've ever written, it's always it's like painting, and it was always very hard here, fighting against companies who would say, people don't listen to the words, they just listen to the music, and I say, no, that's not right. No. To me, as an artist, the lyrics are the most important thing. It's what moves me. It's what makes me sing. If the lyrics aren't right, forget the song, And it always has a message, and that I think is important. And you're so right, Tony, that so many songs now are just a hook line.
Heartless, yeah. And that's another thing too, Taco. Again, I was a big fan of yours before I ever met you, because of the way you not only put the energy into the words, you do amazing videos. I think when you talk about pictures, you were one of the pioneers back in the days of, I loved MTV, and your video was on heavy rotation. I loved that. And again, I think the art of actually creating the link between amazing energy in the lyrics and visualizing it. I don't think it seems to be a lost art at this point in time.
Yeah, it's not wanted anymore.
That's too bad.
You use the word heartless, and
it is. I think it is heartless now.
Heartless is a good way to describe it.
And what I always like to do is have a very small team, and the smaller the team, the more you can really dig down and say, what do we want to get across? And small things like the humor in it, and catching those moments.
Mm-hmm.
I like what a good director would do. You can everything stands and falls with a good director who has an eye for all these little details.
Right. Yeah. Well, Taco, I really hope you and your work with James, you guys can really bring some good attention to this, so people will, I think, maybe recognize the value of these things, which basically create emotional reactions. I think people are afraid to feel anymore. And you guys are, James, your book brings back the idea that it's great to feel. And Taco, you're working on trying to essentially bring back the lost art of actually being artistic in songs. It's like, I think it's more that you guys, kudos to you guys for trying to push this. So,
right. And none of that millennial whoop. That's a good
None of that millennial whoop. Yeah.
But you can find Taco's new stuff on his YouTube channel, by the way. It's easy to find. It was resurrected recently. We talked about that on the 80s show. But I'm glad to see you brought a lot of the new music, your live stuff in Japan, and the old music. You also did a cover of one of the great bands that I believe has one of my favorite hot summer jams. And it wasn't one of their biggest songs, but it was one of my favorites. That's Green Street Green by the New Vaudeville Band. Now, I love your cover of Winchester Cathedral, Taco, but Green Street Green is such a neat song by these guys. It still gets me singing to this day, and I blast it when I'm driving down the road, no matter what day it is, but beautiful for the summer. I sing really loud to it with a sunroof on. People look at me like I'm nuts, but I am nuts, so it doesn't matter.